Hundreds of people buried in an old hidden cemetery in Cameron County. People born from as early as the 1800s, and it's not the only one. Our Marlene Rodriguez takes us back to Ranchito cemeteries in the Rio Grande Valley.
In the late 1700s, the valley was divided into ranches, which served as little communities. In Cameron County, there are about 150 ranchitos that were spread throughout the lands, and most had their own private cemeteries, where the farmers, ranchers, and their families lived and died and were buried on the property.
Where we are right now is a classic example of a ranchito cemetery. As you can see, we're occluded by all kinds of brush and chaparral. It looks abandoned. It is abandoned.
Eventually, the ranchitos died off, but their cemeteries remained.
These were very humble people. Now, wood biodegrades in one lifetime easily. So that's why there could be easily 300 to 400 burials here. But you don't see all of those crosses because they're gone.
There are likely hundreds of crosses like this across this cemetery, but we can't see them because they're made out of wood and they likely deteriorated.
The families that are buried here still live within this community. And so they have a reverence for their ancestors, and they come here to visit them. That is the important part, is that even though it's overgrown like this, we shouldn't forget where our loved ones are buried.
And although the Ranchito Cemetery looks abandoned, there are still signs of love and respect for the dearly departed. In Cameron County, Marlene Rodriguez, Local 23 News.
One of the most visible Ranchito cemeteries in the valley is along the military highway route, as those lands were developed along one of the only public roads that existed from the earliest of times.